Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to watch construction of Gandhiji's second monkey, Bura Mat Suno. And this will look like this. So when you operate, it is going to work like this. Let's go and start making the Bura Mat Suno. For step 1, we will take one square plate, one flat connector, and we'll join using one 0.5 inch bolt and nut here. Similarly, one more flat connector joined using 0.5 inch bolt and nut here. We will also take one DC motor with motor shaft and we'll connect it this place, and we'll put two spacers onto the motor shaft. Let's move on to next step. We'll take two C plates, and the assembly which we created in step 1, we are going to join those two C plates using one 0.5 inch bolt and nut and a spacer in between. You can see here a spacer is sandwiched between the flat connector and this C plate here. Similar way, one more this side, 0.5 inch bolt and nut and a spacer sandwiched between the flat connector and the second C plate. Let's move on to step 3. Here we will connect this small assembly using one flat rotator, a 1 inch bolt and nut tightly connected to this flat rotator, and then one spacer is placed onto this 1 inch bolt. And this assembly we will mount onto the motor shaft and lock it using one shaft lock. Let's go to next step. In this step, we are going to create one more assembly. Now this assembly uses two flat rotators. So this is one flat rotator here. This is one flat rotator here. And these two flat rotators are joined using a flat connector. So only the circular hole is visible out here. Here, both circular and square holes are visible. And they are connected using two 0.5 inch bolts and nuts tightly secured. And this assembly, we are going to put it on to the 1 inch bolt of the earlier assembly and connect using a nut which is loosely coupled. So actually this assembly works as the push-pull rod of our oscillatory motion. This we'll call assembly A. Let's move on to next step. Here we are going to take one single bar, connect one flat rotator using one 0.5 inch bolt and nut. Now this flat rotator is connected in this last slit, but on the left hand side end of the slit. Here also one single bar, one flat rotator connected again same way onto left hand end of the slit here. These are our pendulum rods, two pendulum rods. In the next step, we are going to connect these pendulum rods to the push-pull rod which we created in step 4. So we had assembly A, and we are inserting these single bars through the vertical slits here into this C plate. This C plate has vertical, horizontal, and then vertical slits. Here also top there is vertical, then there is horizontal, and then again there is a vertical slits here. And the central vertical slit we have put these single bars. And then we have connected those two holes of these single bars which we had created using the flat rotators. Those two holes are aligned together and connected to the hole of this assembly, the push-pull rod assembly, using 1 inch bolt and nut, and that is loosely coupled. So three parts are connected using this 1 inch bolt, this single bar, and this push-pull rod, and three of them are connected using one single 1 inch bolt, and which is connected at the other end by a nut but loosely coupled. Let's move on to next step. We have taken one rectangular plate and we have connected a rectangular plate to these C plates using a flat connector and two bolts and nuts here, another flat connector and two 0.5-inch bolts and nuts here, one more this side and one more this side. And actually that completes our robot. Now we have to paste the picture of the monkey on this, and we have to connect the hands of the monkey on these single bars. This is optional. This, you don't have to cut the single bar. What you can do is, instead of a single bar, you can use a cardboard and connect it. Let's go to next step and see how it will look like. Here, if you see, the cardboard is connected, the hands are connected, the picture of monkey is pasted in such a way that when the hands move, they come to the ear. So the height of the monkey and the hands has to be adjusted accordingly. I hope you will like making this robot, and definitely you will love operating it. Do let us know your experiences, your comments in the comment section of this video. We'll come back with another exciting robot in our next video. Till then, happy making.